Hello, Genevieve. Hello, Tony. How are you both doing today?
We're good.
Hi.
We're really good. Nice to be here.
And thank you for taking the time to join us on the Geekcentric podcast. I'm a huge fan of this show. Congrats on season two. The show's meant so much to the fandom, so it's great that we're here. Genevieve, we actually spoke during the last season. Tony, it's my first time talking to you. I've been a longtime fan of your work. And my first question is for you, Tony. I got to know. Rogue One has always been a fan favorite of Star Wars fans, and Andor definitely brought new energy to Rogue One and the fandom itself and the excitement. What do you think it is though that has made both Rogue One and Andor resonate so strongly within the Star Wars fandom?
I think people were yearning to see this see this world and this war and these moments take a new tone and get down on the ground. And I think the word gritty is just so overused. I sort of cringe every time I hear it, and here I am saying it. I think I don't know what the better term is. I think molecular, small,
Hmm.
personal,
Intimate.
and I think people want to identify. I think doing things about ordinary people, regular people who are thrust into incredible circumstances. And what happens if you're an ordinary person or a truck, a truck driver or an engineer or and history comes and kicks your door down? What do you do? And I think that identification, I think people were yearning for that.
Yeah. I think intimate is definitely a word that comes to mind when I think of Andor and Rogue One. It's very personal, it's
Yep.
character driven, but also the strength of it is the fact that Star Wars is made stronger when the stories can be told through the lens of a genre, and the genre of a spy thriller and the espionage tone. It really works for something that can create something that's very personal and give more, I guess, definition to what the rebellion is.
Exactly.
But Genevieve, I got to say, on our podcast for season two, we did our review already. We were praising just how much you were able to convey with just your look, like just your eyes were able to say so much. How are you able to find those emotions within the writing to convey them without having to say the words that necessarily need to be said?
Oh, well, first, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. But that's kind of the job, you know?
Yeah.
That's my job. And actually, I think sometimes, and this is where Tony's writing really helps in this way, because I think you can be clearer with a look than you can just if it's overwritten. I think you can cut to it really quickly, and you can cut to what you were talking about before together about an intimacy. If you can convey character or emotion or complication, even what you said before, with a look, people can see it, people can relate to it very quickly. And it strips genre, it strips those structures away from it. And it's just, you just recognize a fellow human, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Your performance was mesmerizing. It was so well done. And Tony, you've always spent a lot of time working in this rebellion era. I know a lot of people are probably asking you this. I'm going to ask you as a huge geek, is there any other part of the timeline within Star Wars that you'd like to dabble in that could lend itself to having a little more intimacy and a little more of this approach?
I have been so monomaniacally focused on this 5 year patch of dirt that I every time I've tiptoed out of it to see what's going on someplace else, it disorients me, to be honest with you.
Right. Sure.
When we get done with the junket, there's some things I want to go look at that I've really been avoiding looking at because I don't know specifically what other part of the timeline would be of most interest to me. But dude, I've been doing this for over almost 10 years now from Rogue, and we made 8 movies in 5 years, and I think I've at this point I think it's not on my menu I like to try some other things, and I'd like to go direct a
Absolutely.
movie, and yeah, I'm not sure. Never say never, but right now I'm looking for something new.
For sure. Voyage off, explore some other things.
And
Who
come
knows?
back.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe the galaxy will call you back. I definitely think so.
I
think
love
so.
that you're pitching it. You're
No, I
like,
know.
so, come on.
You're never going to get your movie off. You're never going to get that. You're going to get sick and tired. The bill's going to come. You're going to come back. You're back.
Come back.
Well, look, thank you both so much for taking the time to join us on the Geekcentric podcast. It's been an absolute honor to talk to both of you, and congrats again on this incredible season. Everything you've built collectively with yourselves and the entire team with Andor is phenomenal, and I look forward to seeing whatever it is you do next in this galaxy or another. So
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Bye-bye.